Hello aspirants, welcome to today's high yield revision session. कैसे हैं आप सब? Exams are literally just around the corner, right? And I know the sheer volume of current affairs can feel totally overwhelming. But tension मत लो, आज हम इसको बहुत easy और structured बनाएंगे. Think of this explainer as your ultimate revision capsule. We're going to cover a massive amount of data today, but in a way that sticks directly to your memory. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं. Let's dive into this and make your preparation absolutely rock solid.
To make things stick, I've divided today's syllabus into 5 clear buckets: national news, economy, defense, sports, and finally, important days. Breaking things down like this is a proven trick to help your brain compartmentalize facts faster. We'll move step by step through each of these.
All right, starting with bucket number 1. National news and governance. UPSC and State PSC aspirants, थोड़ा ध्यान दीजिए यहाँ पे. You need to pay very close attention to the political shifts and constitutional articles we're about to discuss. Okay, let's look at some massive political updates. In the 2026 West Bengal elections, BJP secured 207 out of 294 seats. So, Suvendu Adhikari is taking his oath as the 9th Chief Minister on May 9, 2026. Right at the Brigade Parade Ground. Our interesting baat ye hai that this day coincides perfectly with Pachise Boishak. Now, from an exam point of view, remember that he defeated Mamta Banerjee in Bhawanipur by over 15,000 votes. Also, constitutional fact alert, Governor R.N. Ravi dissolved the assembly on May 7th using Article 174(2)(b). Moving from state politics to national demographics, India's 16th census is now officially scheduled for 2027. Ye point bahut important hai kyunki it's going to be India's first ever digital and caste-based census. Now you know examiners absolutely love digital portals. Let's tackle e-governance. We've got the UMeet portal launched by Kiran Riju on June 6th, specifically for Waqf management. Then there's Ayush Nivesh Sarthi, backed by Invest India for traditional medicine investments. In the tech and employment space, Apna.co ruled out an AI interview prep tool across 900 plus cities with 7.6 lakh simulations. For our railways, DIBD and CRIS teamed up for multilingual AI. And please do not forget PMSMA, the maternal health scheme running since June 2016. It's conducted on the 9th of every single month and has examined over 6.19 crore women so far. एक छोटा सा mnemonic बनाते हैं. U for UMeet and Waqf, A for Ayush and medicine. Direct association makes it so much easier. Let's zoom into state-level schemes. Punjab's CM Bhagwant Mann launched Udyog Kranti on June 10th, featuring a 45-day deemed approval for industries, a real game-changer. Now, always keep an eye out for firsts in exams, like Delhi establishing India's first e-waste eco-park in Holambi Kalan, announced by Manjinder Singh Sirsa. Over in governance, UP topped the CPGRMS list with a massive 78,123 grievances resolved. Now, look at these huge financial numbers. 6,000 crore rupees were allocated at the Agri-Stock Conference involving Maharashtra, UP, and Karnataka. And the Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, or PMSY, involved a 38,572 crore rupee investment, hitting a 9% inland growth rate in Indore. Finally, the Sevotam scheme has successfully trained over 28,000 officers. Wrapping up our national section with a quick rapid fire of miscellany. Puducherry just became the 19th legislature to adopt NEVA on June 9th. India is getting its first underwater museum, INS Guldar, in Maharashtra with a 46.91 crore budget. The Railway Cabinet greenlit 6,405 crores for lines across Jharkhand, Karnataka, and AP. Healthcare-wise, ESIC Sanat Nagar is now a massive center of excellence with over 1,000 beds. For NHAI, note this strict new rule, a cap of 10 projects per engineer, effective in 60 days. Lastly, students, definitely note this down. Both the Digital India Mission and the Ministry of Minority Affairs just celebrated their 11-year anniversaries. All right, let's shift gears. Banking and SSC aspirants, ye section aapke liye absolutely crucial hai. Let's dive right into economy, banking, and indices. Let's decode India's May 2025 inflation data. The main takeaway here, and you really must memorize this, is that retail inflation dropped to a 6-year low of 2.82%. Meanwhile, wholesale price inflation stood at 0.39% and food inflation was 0.99%. Notice the huge state-level contrast here. Telangana recorded the absolute lowest inflation, while Kerala recorded the highest. Examiners love testing economic stability markers like a 6-year low, so lock that in your mind. Moving to regulatory deadlines, you know examiners love confusing you with dates, तो इनको बहुत ध्यान से note करें. The RBI revised the gold loan LTV to 85% for loans under 5 lakh rupees, and that's effective April 1, 2026. SEBI's new UPI verification tool, SEBI Check, kicks in on October 1, 2025. Booking train tickets? Railway Totcall is making Aadhaar OTP mandatory by July 15, 2025. We also saw RBI easing KYC rules with VCIP for PMJDY accounts on June 12th. Oh, and keep in mind the RBI GSEC auction totaled 30,000 crore rupees, which importantly included 5,000 crores specifically in green bonds.
Let's talk corporate finance. SBI Chairman C.S. Shetty just handed a massive dividend check of 8,076.84 crore rupees straight to the finance minister. In a historic move, DFCFC Bank became the first foreign entity to list a green bond LKR 2.5 billion on the NSCIX at Gift City. And speaking of Gift City, look at its phenomenal growth. 31 IBUs are now holding $88.5 billion in assets. Also, jot down India's first dual network credit card combining RuPay and Visa, launched by Scapia and Federal Bank. Finally, ADB approved a $109.97 million loan to boost Skudra Skills program.
Get ready for a rapid fire on appointments and deals. Amitabh Kant stepped down as G20 Sherpa after an incredible 45 years of public service. Arun Srinivas is the new Meta India head. Big shifts at Sun Pharma. Dilip Shanghvi is now executive chair, Kirti Garnerka takes over as MD on September 1st, and Richard Oscroft is the North America CEO. R. Doraiswamy is the new MD and CEO of LIC, while Mohammad Arif Khan becomes deputy CEO at SBI General. Sunil Barthwal chaired the first textile export task force. IRETA raised 2,005.90 crores via QIP. Now, pause here. The government slashed customs duty on crude edible oils from 20% to 10% to fight inflation. Important point. Also, Shell and DGT are teaming up to train over 250 people in EV tech. Thomas Cook partnered with Mootooth to access their 7,000 branches, and Cipla brought in actress Neena Gupta for their new campaign. Fantastic progress class. Let's jump right into Section 3, Defense and International Affairs. NDA, CDS, and AFCAT aspirants, I know this is your absolute favorite topic, so stay laser-focused. तो चलिए, एक quick mock test question हो जाए. Test your memory right now. Who just became the very first woman aide de camp or ADC to the President of India? Take a second to think about it. And the answer is Lieutenant Commander Yashasvi Solanki, a super proud moment and honestly a guaranteed exam question. In other defense appointments, Lieutenant General Rajiv Kai was appointed Deputy Chief of Army Staff for Strategy while he still continues as DGMO. On the tech front, memorize the specs of the new Rudrastra VTOL drone developed by SDL-SDOL. It boasts a 170-kilometer range and 1.5 hours of endurance, tested right at Pokhran. Also, the Indian Coast Guard chaired the 137th OSCC meeting, a committee that's been around since 1978. And Defense Minister Rajnath Singh rewarded 10 NCC Everest summiters with a solid 10 lakh rupees each. Let's build a mental map for global military exercises. Match the exercise with the country. Exercise Tiger Claw 2025 in UP was a massive joint-op between the Indian Air Force and the USAF. Then, Exercise Conquest 2025 is happening in Mongolia, with 40 Indian personnel participating. On the international conflict side, Israel executed Operation Rising Lion, striking Iran's Natanz uranium facility. Closer to our shores, the Indian Navy and Coast Guard pulled off a heroic mid-sea aerial salvage of the burning ship MV Wanhai 503, right off the Kerala coast. In international diplomacy, PM Modi visited Cyprus and received their highest civilian honor, the Order of Macarius III. This is a huge strategic move boosting IMEC. Over in the U.S., Donald Trump revived a travel ban on June 9th, targeting 12 nations, including Iran and Afghanistan. The UK's MI6 appointed its very first female chief, Blaise Metrowell. Now, index rankings are absolutely vital for exams. India ranked 131st in the WEF Gender Gap Index with a 64.1% score. Economically, India suspended its 2012 Rare Earth Pact with Japan to cut our dependency on Chinese neodymium. In green tech, startup NitroTap bagged the $2 million Food Planet Prize for green fertilizer. Finally, Delhi hosted the ITU AI and Telecom Meet, and our CEC Gyanish Kumar showcased India's electoral transparency at the Stockholm Conference. All right, let's move dynamically into the exciting world of sports and esports. Section 4. And guys, there is a record-breaking monetary figure coming up that will literally blow your mind. $70 million. That is the staggering, record-breaking prize pool for the Esports World Cup 2025 in Riyadh. It's going to feature 2,000 players across 25 different tournaments, and guess who the global ambassador is? Cristiano Ronaldo. Esports is becoming a highly tested topic lately, so lock this data in your memory. But hey, the massive prize money hikes aren't just in esports. Wimbledon 2025 saw its total prize money jump 7% to $73 million, giving $4 million just to the singles champion. The inaugural FIFA Club World Cup 2025 in the USA boasts a crazy $1 billion pull for its 32 teams. In tennis, Taylor Fritz took down Alexander Zverev at the Stuttgart Open. And Bakshan, definitely remember this one for your exams. Indian Grandmaster Arvind Chithambaram won the 6th Stepan Avaganian Memorial Chess Tournament in Armenia with 6.5 points. Time for some quick cricket updates. Sports rules are increasingly popping up in exams, so pay attention to this. The MCC officially changed boundary catch rules, banning the bunny hop catch starting June 17, 2025. That means fielders can only have one airborne touch before landing inside the boundary. In legendary news, MS Dhoni was inducted into the ICC Hall of Fame in London. He is the 11th Indian and 9th male cricketer to get this honor. Also, West Indies' Nicholas Pooran announced his international retirement on June 10th at just 29 years old. We have officially reached our final syllabus bucket, and this is highly tested in literally every single competitive exam out there. Important days, books, and tributes. Let's finish strong. I've organized the crucial days of June chronologically for you. Take a quick screenshot of this table for your personal notes. Okay, on June 9th, we had World Accreditation Day, focusing on SMEs in Delhi. June 11th was the International Day of Play with the theme Choose Play Every Day. June 12th marked World Day Against Child Labor, highlighting the sad reality that 138 million children are still affected. June 13th was International Albinism Awareness Day. June 14th was World Blood Donor Day. Always associate Carl Landsteiner with this one and remember the theme, Give Blood, Give Hope. Finally, June 15th was World Elder Abuse Awareness Day, noting that 1 in 6 older adults face this globally. Let's look at books and events. Audrey Trushka from Rutgers University authored India 5,000 Years and Aurangzeb. We also honor the massive legacy of P. N. Panikkar, the father of Kerala's library movement. His famous slogan was Vaju Vularetha, meaning read and grow. His death anniversary on June 19th is celebrated as National Reading Day, and VP C.P. Radhakrishnan recently launched a book about him written by P.P. Sahian. In other news, Vizag is hosting the 11th Yoga Day, and the Locarno Film Fest is honoring director Alexander Payne. Lastly, we pay respectful tributes to former Gujarat CM Vijay Rupani, who tragically passed in the Air India 171 crash, Apple Quick Trap pioneer Bill Atkinson, who passed at 74, and Kashmiri cultural icon Ustad Ghulam Nabi Shah, famously known as Hamlu Bulbul, who recently passed away in Dengiwacha. And that covers absolutely everything you need for this revision cycle. Remember, bachal, success in competitive exams is simply the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. Daily revision is your absolute key to cracking these exams. For the complete PDF notes of today's explainer class and daily updates, make sure you join our Telegram channel right now. The link is in the description. If you found this session helpful, hit that like button, share it